Yeetus fetus deletus. Yeet Niels.
Yes, now, Spence.
Multitasking RN.
Yeetus, fetus, deletus. I didn't have my headphones on to hear that beautiful comment, Mark. Alright.
Yeetus fetus deletus.
There it is. Terrible pronunciation. Yeetus, fetus, fetus, deletus. Alright. Let's see. So we have Vancouver in. Vancouver's facing Dallas. Then Tampa's facing Toronto. And it's off days. What are we thinking, boys? Vancouver, Dallas. Should we do game one? Or should we do elimination games? What y'all thinking? Let me know, Mark. Your opinion matters more than anyone else's.
I'd say do as many as possible.
We see. It's 11:04 p.m. You know what? It's every other game.
Agreed.
It's every other game, or every other day in the sim. So we'll do Dallas, Vancouver. Then we'll do Tampa, Toronto. Then we'll sim game 2. Then watch game 3. Then sim game 4. And then when there's an elimination game, we'll just watch no matter what. Sound fair?
Okay, that works too.
Just because it's late. Alright, we'll do that then. So Dallas, Vancouver first. Look at the difference in stats. And Ben Bishop hasn't been playing well. We're just going to go normal jerseys. Nothing crazy. And instead of 5 minutes, we'll do 4 minutes. Or should we stay to 5 minutes? Comment in the chat, what do you think? 5 or 4?
A 4.
4. Let's see if changing the difficulty will do anything. Maybe the AI can actually do something. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, boys. Markstrom's first ever playoff appearance, it seems. At least that's what EA says. Meanwhile, Ben Bishop, 28-19-0 with a 212 goals against average and a 928 save percentage with 5 shutouts in the playoffs, mostly with Tampa. Face-off won back by the Canucks. Played now to Gretzky. Gretzky to Ovechkin. Stops. Plays back to Toffoli. Toffoli to the corner out front. Off of a star on the goal line. Bishop plays it out to Klingberg. Somehow that did not go. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Toffoli. Toffoli cuts in. And it's taken away. Ben back to Wenberg. To Klingberg. Around behind the net. Across now Ben. Up ice. It's Radulov. Radulov dangles. Taken away. And now it's Ovechkin going the other way. Wayne Gretzky. Played now to the middle. Ovechkin. Ovechkin to the corner. Looking out front. Finds Gretzky. Gretzky. Across. It's broken up. And the Stars will take it the other way. Ben's pass is intercepted by Gretzky. Now it's Doughty the other way. For the Canucks. To the corner. Back to the point. Shot. Stopped by Bishop. Rebound loose. Gretzky couldn't get it on net. And a huge collision there between Sagan and the Stars player. As Gurionov finds
Vancouver starting where
Ben.
they left off, fucking everyone on the
Back
other
to
team.
the point. Nobody there. And Wenberg will dump it in deep. Collecting it in the corner is Doughty. Played up now to Sagan. Sagan dumps it in deep. Around behind Bishop. Picked up in the corner. Out front. Intercepted. And Asa Lindell will take it the other way. Cuts wide. Into the offensive zone. Out front. And it's broken up. And now played to the point. Lindell one-times it. Save Markstrom. Rebound loose. Chance for the Stars. Turned aside. And the rebound cleared. Bad pass. Hines. Pearson scores. Tanner Pearson buries it at the top of the slot after a bad turnover by the Canucks. And it's 1-0 Dallas. His first goal of the postseason, and it's the first to start the playoffs as a whole. Markstrom slightly out of position, gets over his blocker,
LOL.
but overall,
That stings.
it was a really bad defensive play. I believe it was Shea Weber who turned it over in front. Center ice face-off following the goal. Won by Dallas. Asa Lindell. Alexiak spins, cuts back, avoids a Canuck, walks in, shot, save, Markstrom, rebound, turn aside, another save, Markstrom. And he'll freeze with 11:34 to go.
Oops, sorry, Niels.
I love how Spencer says LOL in all caps when Toronto's literally been cheeks pretty much all season. Offensive zone face-off for the Stars. Tied up and won by Vancouver, but taken right back by Dallas. Alexiak down low. Foxa. Banks one, intercepted by Gostisbehere. Now it's JT Miller. Up ice, here's Bo Horvat. Horvat. Cuts in to the corner. Played back to the point, Gossesbear. Now to Hurdle. Out front, Horvat. Shot blocked by Lindell, and he'll take it the other way. Now it's Yarn. I don't know who that was, actually. Across, it's broken up, and Colin Miller will back in one. Cross ice to Horvat. Horvat cuts through the neutral zone. Fakes towards the middle. To the outside, to the middle, Colin Miller. Gossesbear. Out front, Horvat. Turned aside by Bishop. Loose puck picked up by Lindell. Martin Hansel now to Alexiak. Alexiak. Across to Hansel. Hansel to the middle. It's intercepted by Horvat and going the other way with it now. The up ice pass is intercepted. Janmark will dump it in deep, and it's Gossesbear up the boards. Josh Anderson. Josh Anderson couldn't get away through.
This is basically an Asmer podcast.
Janmark knocked off the puck, and it's Ufolo to Pedersen. Pedersen across. Miller back to Miller. Chance blocked. Sakara. With just about 5 minutes to go, and it's dumped in by Hansel. Behind the net, Hughes to Miller to Gaudreau. Drew, not Gaudreau. Cross ice pass taken away and dumped the other way by Dallas. Picked up behind the net by Colin Miller. Miller all the way up ice to Pedersen. Pedersen waits. Toe drag. Knocked out the puck. And Stephen Johns will play to Hines, who plays it up ice. Guryanov cuts middle, finds Pearson. Shot, gloved by Markstrom. And he'll freeze with under 3 minutes to go. It remains 1-0 Dallas. Big hit there from Colin Miller along the boards. Here we go. Offensive zone face-off for the Stars. One back by the Canucks. And it's Ovechkin going the other way with it.
It's not Hines.
Shut the hell up. I call him what I want. I'm the commentator. And Duke will kill you if you ever tell me how to pronounce the name again. Cross now Heiskanen, down low. Couldn't get it on net. Edler plays to Ovechkin. Cross now to Doughty. To Toffoli. Toffoli. Toe drags, shot blocked to the corner. Toffoli gets it back. To Doughty, down low to Gretzky. Gretzky out front. Played back to the point now, Edler. Edler lost it, gets it back. Trying to find a lane in. Played across now. Gretzky, shot blocked. And that should do it for the first. It's 1-0 Dallas after 1.
I'm gonna keep correcting you if Duke is gonna kill me.
Duke will make it slow and painful.
That's the best.
Back to it. Shots are 6-3 in favor of Dallas. After one period. Center ice face-off to start the second is won back by Vancouver. Edler to Ovechkin. Looking for a lane, and instead turns it over to Radulov. Heiskanen to Ben. His pass broken up. Toffoli goes the other way with it now. Ovechkin cuts wide. Out front. Ends up finding Edler. Doughty. Ovechkin to Toffoli, and he's knocked off the puck. And they'll go all the way back to their own end. Doughty to Edler. Edler to Gretzky, now up ice. Here's Toffoli. Cuts through the neutral zone on his backhand, plays it towards the middle. It's intercepted and sent the other way. Now it's Radulov. Cross to Pearson. Pearson had the goal for Dallas, and he turns the puck over. And Ovechkin will take it up now for the Canucks. Cuts through the circle. Around behind Bishop. To the point, Doughty. Shot, gloved by Bishop. And the Stars will break it out. It's Rube Hines to Pearson. Looking back for Hines. To the point now. Shot. Turn aside. Rebound loose. Cannot bury it. Still loose. Pearson has it. Plays it back to Alexiak. To Pearson. Shot scores! Tanner Pearson is second of the game with 14.5 to go here in the second.
Boys, I called it.
And that one beats Markstrom blocker side as well.
Sweep incoming. Pearson gonna kill me.
Wasn't Tanner Pearson a former Canuck too? Claude Giroux finds Weber to the point. Back to Weber. Run behind the net to Pedersen, out front. Chance for Sagan, turned aside by Bishop. Dangerous pass
I
through the
traded
crease.
him for Seguin.
Alright. Lindell walks
LMFAO.
in to Como. Como cuts to the middle, shot, deflected wide, picked up now by Weber in the corner. All the way up ice, here's Pedersen. Plays it back to Hughes, to Horvat, and his pass couldn't get through. And Asa Lindell will take it the other way. Weber to Horvat, plays it back now to JT Miller. JT Miller's pass is intercepted by Blake Como, and he'll take it the other way now to Cogliano. Cogliano to the boards, pass, broken up, and intercepted. Here comes Quinn Hughes. Hughes with speed. Across, shot, scores! JT Miller, and it's 2-1 off the feed from Quinn Hughes across the ice. Hughes on his backhand finds Miller, who settles it
JT Money.
rips it past Bishop.
Jonathan.
Timothy. Assisted by Quinn Hughes. So Timothy Miller. And taking the other way, it's Cogliano. Hughes on him. Nice save Markstrom as he stays square to the shot. And he'll play it up to Hurdle. Hurdle to Giafalo. Now to Gostisbehere, who one touches it to Anderson. Anderson glides through. Pass is intercepted, and it's Corey Perry who'll go the other way with it now for the Stars. Perry. His pass broken up. Anderson will play to Giafalo. Lehkonen up ice. 2-on-1 developing. Lehkonen avoids the hit. To the middle. Save. Rebound. Pulled off the goal line by the defenseman there from the Stars. I don't know who it was, but he just saved a goal. And it could have tied the game up as Anderson sends it in deep with just under 7 minutes to go. Heiskanen plays it to Ben. Ben to Radulov. Up ice now Wenberg to Ben. Ben. That's back. Finds Heiskanen to Radulov. Back to Heiskanen. Down low to Radulov. To the middle Wenberg. Backhands one to Ben. Behind the back pass. Heiskanen. Back and forth with Klingberg. Cuts out wide to Wenberg. Back to Ben. Back to the point. Klingberg banks one down low. Ben. Taken away by Hughes. And Nettifoli will take it up ice for the Canucks. Across now to Ovechkin. Toe drag shot. Turned, blocked aside by a defenseman. Played to the point Gretzky. Gretzky's pass is broken up and taken the other way, and it's Guryanov. With Pearson to his left. Pearson looking for a hat-trick against his former team. Now Roop Hines walks in, finds Pearson. Into the middle. Scores! Roop Hines. And it's 3-1 Dallas. With 3:15 to go in the second. Roop Hines. From the top of the slot unleashes one past the glove of Jacob Markstrom. And the likely Vezina Trophy winner.
That's it. Get me the ketchup.
Face off one back Lindell to Pearson to Alexiak. What the fuck just happened? Tanner Pearson just glitched the game so he can score a hat-trick. Almost. Hines. Guryanov to Pearson. Edler, up ice, now it's Sagan. Seguinini. Tyler Seguinini cuts in, fires, blocked. Plays it to the point to Weber. Behind the net, Seguinini battling for it for Lindell. And now it's Roop Hines. Cuts in, shot, turned aside Markstrom, and he'll freeze with 7.9 seconds left. Last offensive zone faceoff in the period for the Stars, and it's won by the Canucks. Weber plays it back to Hughes, up ice, Hurdle across to Hurdle, and that'll do as Miller to Hurdle. And that's it for after 2 periods of play. The Canucks find themselves down 3-1, as Jacob Markstrom isn't having exactly the best game to this point. Meanwhile, the Canucks offense hasn't been putting a whole lot of pressure on Ben Bishop at the other end, while the Stars have been moving the puck really well, especially attacking from the middle of the ice, where most of their goals have come to this point. The last goal came from Roop Hines, off a slap shot from the top of the slot, and that's what got us to this point. 3-1 Dallas. Shots are 13-7 in favor of Dallas after 2 periods of play. At least when we do 5 minutes. I can't believe changing it up from 4 minutes, from 5 minutes to 4 minutes drastically changes the amount of shots that the teams take. Because when it's 5 minutes, they have like 20 to 30 shots. But with 4 minutes, it's like 15. It's ridiculous. EA's broken. As we know, Tanner Pearson to goal away from a hat trick here in the third period. Rupe Hines. Sorry, Mark. You're right. Ovechkin. Taylor to Toffoli. Toffoli fights off a start, but then gets pressured by Ben. Held in. Shot scores! Alexander Edler from the point. A bomb beats Bishop. And it's 3-2. Alexander Edler, who's had a great season to this point that not a lot of people have been talking about because of the greatness that the Canucks have had this season, absolutely rips one here to get his team back within one here in the third period. Bishop really should have had that one. It was right in his wheelhouse, but just cannot get the glove on it. And here in game one of the very first round, the President's Trophy winning Vancouver Canucks get one early in the third, and it's Gretzky back to Doughty to Toffoli, back to Doughty, back to Gretzky, played to Edler, pass down low, finds Ovechkin, whose pass eventually gets to Toffoli, cross ice pass to Doughty, Ovechkin a shot, eaten up by Bishop, and he'll freeze with about 16-19 to go in the third. And here's the hit from Radulov on Drew Doughty as he one-touched it to Edler. Offense zone face-off, one back by the Canucks. Weber.
Can I come back is the question.
Out front. Shot goes just wide of the net. Pedersen takes one up front. Wraparound chance. Turned aside by Bishop. Rebound was cleared, and now Rupe Hines takes it the other way. Tanner Pearson, who's a goal away from a hat-trick, if you guys forgot. Turns it over. Now Drew will take it the other way through the neutral zone for the Canucks. Dangles. Played across. Cannot settle it down. And Pearson will clear for the Stars. Just about 14 minutes to go. Pearson cuts in. Then to the corner, out front, Gurionov fires one wide. Rebound loose, picked up by Sagan, backhands one to Hughes. Drew now to Pedersen. Pedersen cuts towards the middle. Cannot get a shot off. Off the boards and it's picked up now by Gurionov. Gurionov cuts middle, then cuts back out wide, curls back, finds Lindell. Lindell's pass, broken up, Pearson gets it over to him. Lindell lost it, and now Hurdle will go the other way. It's a 2-on-1 for the Canucks. Hurdle stops, fires, gloved by Bishop, and he'll freeze with about 11.5 to go here in the final frame of game one of round one between the Canucks and the Stars. Hughes getting involved, having probably his best game of the season to this point. He had an assist earlier in this one, and he's been playing physical, doing a great job in the defensive zone to this point.
Alright, I am here now. How is my series going?
Como goes the other way with it. Como cuts back, fires, saved by Markstrom, rebound, played up ice to JT Miller. And Dom, we haven't done any other games. This is game one of the Canucks and Stars. And we'll look at your series in a sec. Miller plays it to Hurdle. Hurdle to the middle, scores! Miller finds Shane Gostisbehere flying through the middle of the ice, and he blasts it past Ben Bishop.
Okay.
And just like that, the Canucks have evened it up here in game one. Shane Gostisbehere, what a shot on the one-time pass. That's bad defense from Jamie Alexiak. He needs to get in front and at least disrupt the pass.
Nice pass, JTM.
Great play all around, and the game's even with 9.5 to go here in game one in the third period. Cutting towards the middle, cuts back out wide, shot saved by Bishop, rebound loose, and he'll freeze and actually play it to Sekera. Andre Sekera plays it to Wenberg, back to Sekera in the middle, played through to Ben. What a save by Markstrom. Ben out front, one times it, goes wide. Ben out front, Wenberg, shot, scores! Wenberg takes it out of the corner, walks in, and fires it far side on Markstrom, who just couldn't get across in time. And the Stars reclaim their lead. a little over halfway through the third period. The Canucks need to play better defense there and take away the middle from Wenberg, so he never even gets to that point.
no longer in God mode.
I wouldn't blame Markstrom on that. It's not that Markstrom's played well. I think the Canucks just haven't been able to play well defensively outside of Quinn Hughes, who I think is having a magnificent game for them. Center ice faceoff following the Stars goals. One back, and it's Heiskanen. Heiskanen will flick it in deep. Around behind Markstrom, picked up by Doughty. Now to Toffoli, up ice. Here's Gretzky, who plays it towards the boards. Ovechkin, back now to Doughty. And
It's
now it's Alex
because
Edler.
Niels didn't face any
Edler
adversity.
cuts to the dot. Fires one, loose. Bishop can't settle it. Gretzky has it. Shot blocked. Never got through. Toffoli settles it. Banks one down low. Out front, a good chance. And a great defensive play there from the Stars. And it's Radulov playing across now to Klingberg. Klingberg got pickpocketed by Tyler Toffoli. Toffoli plays it wide to Gretzky. Gretzky down through the boards to the corner. Pass around the net is blocked. Battle for it. Toffoli now. Banked one down low. Here's Gretzky. Out front Toffoli. Toffoli curls back. Walks in. Fires. Could not get all of it. And Heiskanen will pick up the loose puck. Heiskanen finds a man. Now it's Toffoli. What? That's not Toffoli. That's not who it is. I'm bad at commentating. Taking the other way now by the Canucks. And Lehkonen can't get a shot through. And it'll go the other way. Cutting wide is Hansel. On his backhand. Knocked down by Edler, who plays it towards the middle. Weber. Up by his Pettersson. Pettersson cuts wide. Cannot get an angle. Plays it through the middle. Giroux with a chance. Turned aside by Bishop, and now we have about a minute to go. In the final frame of Game 1 between the Canucks and the Stars. Up ice Pettersson. Towards the board, Sagan to the middle. Pettersson. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound. Scores! And the Canucks even the score with 49.6 seconds left.
Commentating is a bad job for you, Kyle. We don't get to see your cute face.
It's true. Claude Giroux off of Pettersson's rebound. Buries
This
it
game
glove
is
side
insane.
on Bishop. And just like that, the game is back even. The Canucks came back 2 down. When the score was 3-1 Dallas. To tie it, Dallas reclaimed the lead late. And then with under a minute left, the Canucks tie it right back up. They will not let this game slip away. Center ice faceoff following the Canucks goals, won by the Stars. And Horvat will get it right back in the neutral zone. Played up now. Hurdle, dangles, cuts in, fires one, saved by Bishop, and he'll
Most
freeze.
people say you have a
41
face
seconds
for
left.
radio. That doesn't apply to you, Kyle, you cutie.
You're goddamn right. Offensive zone faceoff for the Canucks with 40 seconds left. It'll be tied when won by the Stars. Played up now. Here's Blake Como.
Yeah, Kyle has a face for TV.
Dumps it in. And Foxa will take it out front. What a save by Jacob Markstrom. Are you kidding me? The Stars could have just won the game with just about 30 seconds left, and Markstrom denies them. What a save. Point blank.
You mean modeling.
And the faceoff was won back by the Stars. Como gets the loose puck. Played now to Foxa into the middle. Como walks in, shot, save, rebound. Cleared by Miller. Hurdle has it now with just under 20 seconds left. Colin Miller to Gostisbehere. Horvat to Hurdle. Hurdle finds Gostisbehere, who enters. Played to the middle. Horvat. Played back now. Hurdle. Hurdle walks in, shot, save, rebound, loose. Foxa will get there, and he'll play it across to the boards. Como. Como in the final seconds. Fires one. Stop by Markstrom. Had trouble with it. Last second chance. Cannot bury it. And that will do it for regulation here in Game 1. We're going to have overtime here in the playoffs. What a game we have here as the Canucks battled back. Down 2-0, then down 3-1. Came back to tie it at 3, went down 4-3, tied it up at 4.
OT time, homies.
And then Markstrom with a couple big saves in the final 30 seconds, especially the one point blank with a glove, which easily could have won the game for Dallas. And after 3 periods of play, shots are 20-19 in favor of Vancouver. Here we go. Overtime between the top-seeded Canucks and the bottom wildcard team Dallas. Dallas has played as well as you can expect them to against the Canucks, who have had a ridiculous season. And Edler will carry it in. Edler's pass didn't get there. Picked up along the boards, Doughty. Out front, Gretzky. Shot blocked. Rebound. Ooh, turned aside by Bishop. Into the corner. Turnover. Gretzky plays it back to the point. Doughty banks one down low. Here's Ovechkin to the middle. Gretzky. Back to Ovechkin. Played around behind. It's intercepted. And going the other way now is Alexander Radulov. Radulov stops. Plays it to the middle. Wenberg down low. Nobody there. And Ovechkin will pick it up behind the net. He'll send it up to Gretzky. Gretzky along the boards. Plays it to the middle to Foley. Shot! Just got enough of it with the glove. Was Ben Bishop. Klingberg plays it up to Wenberg. Wenberg across now to Radulov. On the right side, cuts to the middle. Wenberg, shot, saved by Markstrom, and he'll freeze with 16:28 left here in the first overtime period. Ben Bishop has been up and down today, hasn't really made a whole lot of big saves. The third period was a test, and the Canucks were able to climb back into it. Now let's see how the overtime period will go. Tied up in one, Gurianov shot, saved by Markstrom. Rebound cleared, and now it's Tyler Seguin going the other way, the former star. Drew, shot, saved by Bishop, and he'll freeze with 15:41 to go in overtime. You can see Tanner Pearson, who has 2 goals to this point for the Stars, takes down Alexander Edler somehow. That was a weak hit, but Edler was crumpled, folded. Face-off one back by the Canucks in the offensive zone. Weber to Seguin in the corner. Now to Hughes. His pass is poorly placed and intercepted by Pearson, who's looking for a hat trick. Finds Hines. Hines played now Alexiak to Pearson. Shot blocked, and it'll be cleared to Seguin. Now Pettersson takes it back to Seguin, the former star, to the middle. Drew fires a shot, saved by Bishop. And Tanner Pearson, the former Canuck, plays it back to Alexiak. Now up ice, here's Gurianov, and Gurianov will dump it into the corner. Picked up behind Markstrom. And now Pettersson. Pettersson plays it back to Weber out of danger. Seguin across to Drew. Now it's Quinn Hughes, who, outside of that poor pass earlier, has had a great game. Plays it back to the point. Weber. Shot. Stopped by Bishop. Loose. And he'll find it and freeze with 12:07 left in the first overtime period here in Game 1. Here's the chance again from the Canucks. Stopped by Bishop. That one looking 5-hole. Bishop able to seal it up nicely. Another offensive zone face-off here for the Canucks, who've dominated in the face-off dot, and they'll do so again. Gostisbehere to Miller, a chance. Blockered by Bishop. Out front pass is broken up. Miller turns it back, and a big save by Bishop. Back to the point now, Miller. Miller to Gostisbehere. Down low, Horvat can't get a shot through, and the Stars will take it the other way. Como clears. Gains the red now into the offensive zone. He'll backhand one in deep. Gostisbehere settles it down. He has a goal here tonight, and he'll play it up to Hurdle. Hurdle to Colin Miller. Colin Miller through the middle. Across now, Horvat with a chance. Just getting enough of it was Bishop, and the Stars will clear. Wow. Como turns back on his backhand, finds Wenberg. He's knocked off the puck, and now Hurdle will take the other way for the Canucks. Plays it to the middle, Horvat. Fires one, couldn't get all of it on. Bishop struggles with it, and the rebound has to be cleared by the Stars. And now it's Jamie Benn.
How did THST stay out?
To Foley. Cuts wide, stops, waits for help. Waits, shot, save, rebound. Bishop, another chance, knocked off the puck by Alexiak, who banks one up ice to Radulov. Radulov toe drag, plays it back to Heiskanen. Heiskanen down along the boards, played towards the point area to Ben. To the middle, Radulov knocked off the puck by Edler, and now it's Ovechkin with about 6 minutes to go. To the middle, Gretzky backhands one to Doughty. To Foley, back to Doughty. Shot blocked, rebound. How does Gretzky miss? How did Wayne Gretzky miss from there? As Jamie Benn cuts in, through the dot, walks in, shot, saved by Markstrom, and he'll freeze. 5:02 left in overtime, the Canucks with countless chances, but somehow not being able to finish.
Drew again. BROO.
My goodness. Offensive zone face-off now for the Stars. It'll be kicked back in one to Klingberg. Klingberg to Heiskanen, to Cogliano, now to Heiskanen. Down low, what a save by Markstrom! A full split to get across to stop the one-timer, and the Canucks will dump it in deep. Heiskanen will pick it up, looking up ice. It's broken up, and now Quinn Hughes has it in neutral zone. Hughes cuts in. Through the circle, out front, intercepted Klingberg. Klingberg finds Cogliano. Cogliano cuts through the dot, fires one stick beside Markstrom, and now it's Hughes. Hughes played through to Yafalo. Yafalo cuts wide. Slows down, to the middle, Lehkonen, shot blocked. Picked up in the corner. Anderson walks out, curls back down low. Looking for the points, intercepted Gurianov, and Gurianov will take it the other way. He has Pearson to his right. Played back now Lindell. Across to Oleksiak. Walking in. Shot save Markstrom. Rebound loose. And played to Hughes, and Quinn Hughes, who has an assist in this game, cuts in. Hughes dangles. Fires. Saved by Bishop. And he'll freeze with 1:40 to go in the first overtime period. What a game to start the postseason. These two goalies doing everything they can right now to keep their team alive here in game one.
Hughes playing great.
Offense zone face-off, one back by the Canucks, Weber. Now it's Giroux, who whiffs on the pass, and now Rupe Hines will go the other way. Hines, along the boards, to the middle, intercepted by Pettersson, and Pettersson will take it the other way. Pettersson fires, turned aside by Bishop, towards the boards, it's Lindell. Up ice now to Pearson. Pearson, with about a minute left, knocked off the puck, played down low to Miller, and now it's Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere to Pettersson. Pettersson through the middle, Giroux. Across ice now to Sagan, the former star. Knocked off the puck, regains it. Around the corner, what a move. Fires, just getting enough of it was there. There was Bishop, and now it's Lindell to Janmark. Tees Janmark, plays it to Gurionov. Gurionov stops, across, shot, stopped by Markstrom, and he'll freeze with 55.4 seconds left in the first overtime period. Radek Faksa stepping up and getting the most there of a Canuck in the middle. And now an offensive zone face-off for the Stars. It'll be tied up and won by the Canucks instead, and Ovechkin will play it through to Toffoli. Toffoli cuts through the neutral zone and dumps it in deep in a chase for it. Janmark to Stephen Johns, now to Faksa. Faksa gets it back, across, Johns, drop past Sekera. Johns went down. Sekera to Faksa. Radek Faksa, around behind the net, out front, Janmark, now to Faksa, knocked off the puck. Gostisbehere, up ice to Toffoli. Toffoli, through the middle. Cuts wide, then cuts back in, then curls back. Spins off its star, played to the point, shot. Getting enough of it there was Bishop again. Doughty. Down low, plays it to Ovechkin at the point. Great puck movement here from the Canucks. Edler plays to Gretzky to the middle, Ovechkin. Finds Toffoli, back to Ovechkin, touch pass to Edler, back to Edler again. And Edler's knocked down, and Jamie Benn will take it the other way. Jamie Benn, one-on-one, and Gretzky backchecks to take that away. Chance for the Stars down low, Radulov. And that'll do it for the first overtime period. We're going to go to OT2. An excellent game one between these two teams. The top team in Vancouver and the second wildcard team in Dallas going the distance here tonight. What a game. Shots are 33-25 in favor of Vancouver after 4 periods of play. We're going to have a 5th period now. Lundberg versus Gretzky to start. And it'll be tied up and won by the Canucks. Played back now to Doughty. Doughty to Gretzky. Gretzky backhands one to Doughty. To Ovechkin. To Doughty. Shot blocked. Popped up in the air. He'll regain it. Now Edler. It's fully back to Edler. To the middle. Ovechkin walks in. Backhands one. Save Bishop. Loose puck. Klingberg's able to find it. He'll play it to Heiskanen. Heiskanen will bank one ahead. And now it's Jamie Benn going the other way. Benn. Along the boards. Played back Klingberg. Klingberg. Out front. Benn. A shot goes wide. Heiskanen picks up to the middle. Benn. To Heiskanen. Back to Benn. Benn down low. Wenberg. Try to play it through. It's intercepted by Wayne Gretzky. And Gretzky dangles through the neutral zone. Finds Ovechkin wide. Ovechkin. Across. Gretzky back to Ovechkin. Scores! A give and go between Gretzky and Ovechkin. And the Canucks take game one. And an exciting finish.
OVI.
What a
GG's.
game between these two teams. My
Gretzky.
goodness, what a game. And what a finish. The Stars battled hard, despite everyone thinking they wouldn't be able to handle the Canucks offense. And they were able to put 4 past the likely Vezina winning trophy, the Vezina winning goalie, in Jacob Markstrom. But it still was not enough. They played the perfect game, and their best was not good enough. Gretzky, Ovechkin, tic-tac-toe, finish, and the Canucks take game one in round one against the Stars. Third star of the game is Alex Eiler. He had a goal and an assist for 2 points. Second star, Alex Ovechkin, also with a goal and an assist for 2 points, with his goal being the game winner in overtime. And Tanner Pearson, in a losing effort, is your first star. He had 2 goals and an assist against his former team for 3 points in this one. Shots were 35-25 in favor of Vancouver, and they get away with the W. Alright, boys. We got Tampa, Toronto next. I just fucking simmed it. Dumb shit. Well, Tampa won game 1, 6-4. Sorry, boys. I was supposed to watch that one. Jeff Skinner had 2 goals for the Leafs in a losing effort. Meanwhile, Seth Jones had 3 points from the back end. I didn't mean to sim game 1.
I will take it LOL.
So we'll watch game 3. Let's take a look at Carolina in their series against Pittsburgh. Carolina destroyed Pittsburgh 7-3 in game 1. Nikolai Ehlers with 5 points in game 1. So Carolina not playing around.
Jesus.
Alright, boys. Tampa Bay, Toronto. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Alright. Let's go, boys. Alright, game 2 in Tampa, Florida for this one. The Lightning lead the Leafs 1-0 in this series. Vasilevsky started the playoffs pretty poorly. He was pulled in game 1. And Dubnyk finished. Meanwhile, Rask played the entire game, the .513, and a lousy save percentage of .838 in a losing effort. And the center ice faceoff is won by the Leafs. Morgan Riley played through the middle to Matthews. Matthews cuts in with speed. Fires in a glove save by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze. Both goaltenders and both teams look for better goaltending overall. It was definitely not a goaltending battle by any means in game 1, as both goalies were very, very leaky there. Offensive zone faceoff for the Leafs is won back by the Lightning. McDavid plays it to Kucherov. Kucherov back to McDavid. McDavid's slap shot goes just wide of the net. Rebound picked up along the boards and played to Kucherov. Back to Lemieux. To the point. Hedman walks in. Shot blocked. Rebound. Played back to Hedman. Down low to Kucherov. Kucherov to the middle. A chance. What a save by Rask. And Matthews will play it up the boards to Nylander, who'll dump it in deep as he gets bodied. McDavid picks it up behind his own net. Played to Lemieux. Turnover. Matthews, whose pass is intercepted by Kucherov. Played down to McDavid. McDavid will take it up along the boards. McDavid gets it back. Lemieux walks in, finds McDavid. Backhands one. Turned aside by Rask on the Kucherov opportunity. David Perron plays it back to Nylander. Nylander plays through the middle. A chance for Perron and a save by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze with 15:34 to go. Mario Lemieux and Nikita Kucherov combined for a great opportunity there earlier. Meanwhile, Lemieux with a one-time opportunity that was stopped by Rask as well. Offensive zone face-off for the Leafs now with 15:34 to go in the first. It's tied up and won by the Lightning, and Killorn will take it wide. Killorn stops, plays it back to Jones. Jones, who had 3 points in game 1, plays it to point. Now McDonough to the middle point. Killorn scores! Playoffs, Killorn buries it. And it's 1-0 Tampa. It's his first of the series but I'm sure there'll be more where that came from, as he is a clutch
Playoff
performer for
killer
Tampa
Woo.
Bay. Beats Rask low into the blocker side, working against the direction that Rask was going.
And he didn't score the 1st goal of the series. I have a chance.
Jones cuts wide. Played across McDonough. Shot saved by Rask. Rebound. Digging away at it. Rask finds it and he'll freeze with 13:40 to go. So the plan for me is finish this game. If this game goes in overtime, depending on how long it lasts, we might just finish up after this. If it ends in regulation or quickly in overtime, I'll watch one more game, and it'll be a Carolina game since Dom's in the chat. And he came to kind of watch Carolina play, so I'll give him that. Depends on how long this game lasts, however, so keep that in mind. As Carlson plays it to the middle, Tavares, shot, turned aside by Vasilevsky, to the corner he goes. As Tavares, to Kapanen, off the crossbar. Muzzin picks it up, played to the middle, Kapanen, to Muzzin. Across now Marner, down low, saved by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze with 11:34 to go in first. A couple good chances for the Leafs, held off by Vasilevsky and the crossbar. Tavares right there, nice save. Vasilevsky keeps it simple and has great rebound control to direct it towards the corner. Offensive zone faceoff now for the Leafs. It is tied up and won by the Lightning again, and Blake Coleman will take it the other way. Coleman played through the middle. A return pass is intercepted, and Kapanen will take it the other way for the Leafs. Played now Connor in the middle. Back to the point Keith to Pavelski. Pass is intercepted by Palat, and Andre Palat will take it the other way. Played now to Coleman, back to Palat. Palat, drop past Chiarelli. Chiarelli along the boards finds Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk to the point, Chernak, shot deflected. Pavelski will clear. Kyle Connor cuts into the offensive zone. Stops at the dot, fires one. What a save with a glove of Andrei Vasilevsky. Great chance there. He just snags it out of the air with 8:44 left in the first period. Offensive zone face-off won by the Leafs. It's Duncan Keith, played back now to Fowler. To Tatar, who's drilled by Barclay Goodrow. Now Maroon plays across to Rust, and Rust is nailed, and Maroon will pick up the loose puck. Cuts in, played across, one-timer, turned aside. To the point now, Chernak to the middle, chance, turned aside. Maroon takes it around behind the net, up ice. Pinned to the boards, battle for it, still has it, kicks it out to Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk to Chernak to Rust. Rust waits to the corner, curls back out front. Played to the middle, Barclay Goodrow, shot, save, rebound. What a save by Rask, a combination. Maroon still has it, jamming at it at the side of the net, and Rask holds off with 5:42 left in the first. A couple of really good looks from the Lightning as they put the pressure on Rask early in this game. A big hit there from Fowler on Barclay Goodrow. Those two combined for a big hit at the other end, with Goodrow knocking down Fowler. Offensive zone faceoff is won back by Lemieux. Hedman to Sergachev, back to Hedman, down low Lemieux.
Bro, Rust and Maroon
Hedman
ran a train there.
To Lemieux, to Sergachev, back across Hedman, back to Sergachev, back to Hedman, to McDavid, back to Hedman, and Hedman will play it in deep. Morgan Riley a battle for it, knocked off the puck by Kucherov. Kucherov knocked off by Riley, played to the middle Matthews, and now up ice here's Nylander. Nylander cuts in, pressured and dropped. Sergachev turns up ice, fights Kucherov. Kucherov played it across, now it's McDavid to Lemieux. Mario Lemieux stops, cuts back, looking for space, finds Hedman deflected, and it's blocked by Morgan Riley, taken the other way by David Perron, and now it's William Nylander. Nylander through the dot, stops, knocked off the puck clean by Jones to point, who chips it ahead to Kucherov. Kucherov finds Stamkos. Stamkos around the outside, cuts middle, and he's knocked off the puck, and David Perron will take it the other way. Knocked off the puck and then forced to play back to Carlson. Now it's Marner. Marner cuts wide with under a minute left in the first. Banks from behind the net to Tavares. Tavares out front, intercepted by Braden Point. Played to Killorn now. Back to Point. Point. Across, it's intercepted by Marner. 5 seconds left, last chance for Marner. Dangles and turns the puck over, and that will do it for the first. After one period of play, the Lightning lead 1-0. Alex Killorn activated playoffs Killorn to break the ice early in the first. And the Lightning, who look to add a second win in this series to go up 2-0 against the Leafs, have the early lead. And here's the goal that did it. The pass down low, and Killorn rips it past Tuukka Rask. And that's how we got to this point, 1-0 Tampa after 1. Shots are 9-5 in favor of the Lightning. Physically, pretty even, 6 hits to 6. And the Lightning, by far dominant in the face-off circles. Opening face-off for the second period between Matthews and Lemieux, and it's won off a tie-up by Lemieux, but taken right back on by the Leafs. And Perron will send it in deep, and Hedman will take it from there. Up ice to Sergachev. Sergachev played all the way across to Lemieux. Plays it all the way across back to Sergachev. To the middle. Shot scores! What a way to open the period. And it's Mario Lemieux. Oh, sorry, Connor McDavid. His second of the playoffs. I don't know why I thought it was Mario Lemieux. Connor McDavid from the slot. Great feed from Sergachev, and it just gets past the glove of Rask. 2-0. Playoff McDavid. I don't think that exists.
McDavid.
That doesn't exist in real life, unfortunately. Lemieux finds McDavid. Knocked down by Carlson. And now it's Morgan Riley with it. Intercepted. Kucherov a chance. And Rask will make the save. Kucherov had space in front of him. I'm not sure why he didn't take it. Under 18 minutes left here in the second. It's 2-0 Tampa.
Kucherov
face off the Lightning. It'll be tied up and won by the Leafs. Perron on his backhand plays it to Nylander up ice. Nylander along the boards to the corner. To the point now Carlson fires one. What a glove save by Vasilevsky again. 17 minutes on the dot left here in the second. Carlson with a really good chance there, but it was gloved down by Vasilevsky. And frozen, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Leafs to follow. Matthews wins it back. Morgan Riley played across to Carlson. Nylander down low, deflected, and saved by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze again with 16:39 to go. Offensive zone face-off with the Leafs. Matthews to take it against Point. It'll be tied up and won by Point, but Perron drives through, and then he's knocked down. And Point will gather the loose puck, played along the boards. Here's McDonough to Jones. Jones cuts across and sends it in deep. Settled down behind the net now by the Leafs, and a big hit behind the net by Point, but the Leafs will clear nonetheless. Carlson to Matthews. Matthews to Perron, unloads a slap shot off the post. To Matthews now, shot blocked, and Jones will pick up the loose puck and play it up ahead to Stamkos. Stamkos with about 14 minutes left, drops it back to Jones. Across shot, blocked, picked up, sent back to McDonough, to Killorn, to Stamkos, looking across, couldn't get there. Point to the middle, back to McDonough. McDonough, Point, can't get a shot through. Killorn gets the loose puck around behind the net. He's knocked down. And somehow Killorn's still battling for it, even though he was down on the ice. And now John Carlson will take it the other way. To the boards now, Marner. Back to Carlson. Shot scores! Poor defensive positioning from the Lightning defenders. And Carlson rips it past the glove of Vasilevsky.
That's sporting WTF.
Let's see, Marner plays it to Carlson, and I'm not sure what Chernak's doing, but completely out of position. He bit on Marner while Chiarelli was already pressuring him, and it leaves John Carlson a wide open lane through the middle with Matthews to his left. Not ideal. And
Cernak sucking again.
Has a rough season so far, and it seems it has continued into the playoffs. As Joe Pavelski cuts in, finds Duncan Keith in the middle, and a big glove save by Vasilevsky to keep the Lightning ahead. .17 left in the second period. Up in the zone face up for the Leafs. It'll be one back Keith to Connor. Fowler back to Connor. Down low to the corner. Pavelski to Connor again. Excuse me. Pass is intercepted. And Polak goes the other way to Lemieux in the middle, off the post. Sorry, Coleman. I don't know why I keep saying Lemieux. Chiarelli a chance, gloved by Rask, and he'll freeze. Actually, no, he won't. He'll play to Keith. Up ice now, Pavelski. Pavelski to the middle, Connor. Connor cuts wide through the dot, curls back, finds Keith. Back to Connor, to the middle, Fowler. Fowler waits, plays back, shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky with relative ease. With 8:38 left in the second, he'll freeze. Leafs down by 1 with 8:38 left in the second, and an offensive zone faceoff to follow. And Hedman will clear to Kucherov. Kucherov cuts into the middle, finds McDavid, slap shot, turn aside, rebound. What a save by Rask on Kucherov. McDavid to the corner, Kucherov, back to the point, McDavid. Played across, shot, blocked, and cleared by the Leafs, and Hedman will settle it down. Now Lemieux to McDavid. McDavid cuts in along the boards, to the middle, back to the point now, Sergachev. Give and go, Lemieux, down low Kucherov, Hedman to McDavid. McDavid to the middle, Lemieux, down low Kucherov, lost it, and could not get back to it as Keith will clear. His pass doesn't get through clean, but it still gets to where it needs to be. Skinner, now to Pajot. Pajot curls back, finds Morgan Riley trailing in a glove save by Vasilevsky with 5:14 left in the second. It's 2-1 Tampa. If you're just tuning in now, Tampa has a 2-1 lead over the Leafs. But the Leafs scored the most recent goal, and they're looking to come back and tie it here. As Barzal has it, and he'll send it wide. Out front, intercepted, and will be cleared out by Pat Maroon. The last time these two were on the ice, they put pressure on Rask, a big blocker save there. Maroon gets it back, but then lost it, and Morgan Riley will clear it to Barzal. Not Barzal. Cuts towards the middle, cuts in, pressured by Maroon, plays it to Marner. Marner across, broken up. Played to the point now. To Barzal. One time, what a save by Andrei Vasilevsky. Spread eagle to rob the Leafs of what could have been a game-tying goal. Shot off the crossbar. Maroon now in the corner, plays to Gaudreau. Down low, chance, what a save by Rask. Plot to the middle, what a save by Rask with a glove. With 1:56 left in the second. Both goaltenders making massive saves on either end. My goodness, what a couple saves from Rask and Vasilevsky. Offensive zone face-off for the Lightning is tied up and won by the Leafs, but cannot be cleared as Shattenkirk
Goalie
looks
duel
down
to
low.
Atlantic Buglaydu.
And now, it's the pronunciation's terrible. Carlson cuts through the slot, played, now to Muzzin, cross, back to Muzzin. His pass down low is broken up, but regained, and now it's Matthews. Along the boards, down low, big hit on him by Cernak. And that's Palat, whose pass is broken up, but right back to him. Coleman on a breakaway shot, turned aside by Rask, and he'll freeze at the horn. After 2 periods of play, the Lightning remain up 2-1. Both teams have real quality chances, both sides, but both goaltenders upping their game, a vast difference from Game 1, in which Tuukka Rask gave up 6 goals, and Andrei Vasilevsky was pulled. Big difference from these two goaltenders. Both of them bouncing back and looking to give their teams the win. Shots are 18-12 in favor of Tampa. Hits still even with the Leafs with a slight edge, 12-11. And the Leafs caught up in face-offs. It's now 10-8 in that department. Not that it really matters. And third period is underway. Center ice face-off between Matthews and Lemieux. Tied up and won by the Lightning, and it's Connor McDavid. McDavid cuts across and plays it through the middle. Kucherov sends it back to Sergachev. Sergachev down low. Kucherov across now. Hedman to Lemieux. Lemieux finds Kucherov down low to Lemieux. Lemieux to the point. Sergachev shot blocked. Rebound. McDavid couldn't get it to his D-men at the point, and the Leafs will take it the other way. Carlson drop pass broken up by Lemieux, picked up now by Kucherov in the corner. Hedman will carry it up ice himself. Slows down, cuts in, now gains the offensive zone. Stops, plays it to Kucherov. Kucherov looking through the middle, couldn't get it there. Matthews finds Riley, who will clear it up ice, and it's David Perron. Perron stops at the top of the circle, cuts in slow, finds Nylander. Carlson down low to Matthews in the corner, back to Carlson. Riley, back to Carlson, shot, gloved by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze with 15:38 left in the third. It's 2-1 Tampa. David Perron and Victor Hedman came together for a massive collision. Hedman, the one knocking him down along the boards. Offensive zone face-off for the Leafs as they're down by 1 here in the final frame in Game 2 in a series where they're down 1-0 to the Lightning. Tavares has it. Carlson back to Tavares to Marner to the point. Down low. Tavares with a chance. Stopped by Vasilevsky. He'll play it through to McDonough. McDonough cuts to the middle himself, then plays it across to Stamkos. Across, his pass is broken up, and Matt Barzal will take it the other way, and he'll dump it in as he gains the red, and it goes into the protective netting, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 14:21 left in the third. The Lightning remain up by 1 here in Game 2. They lead the series 1-0. over the Leafs. And McDonough with a big hit there on Marner. As the physical play looks to rise, hopefully. It is a playoff game. New Jersey face-off, one back for the Lightning. Jones, cross, and it was broken up.
Missed
Now
opportunity to say Hedman the victor there.
Hedman the victor, yeah, you're right. Carlson, shot, gloved by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze with 13:23 to go in the third. Andrei Vasilevsky playing much better. We have some pushing and shoving, but no gloves will be dropped. Andrei Vasilevsky much better in this game. He looks a lot more calm and collective. He's making easy saves, simple saves, and doing a nice job of controlling rebounds. And he looks a lot more organized in net. As Muzzin places it Carlson, down low. Connor, shot, blocked, and now Killorn will take it the other way. Killorn had the opening goal of this game for the Lightning.
Fight you cowards.
To Stamkos. Stamkos cuts in, lost it. Point shot, sails over the top of the net. Settled by McDonough along the boards. Taken back by the Leafs. Battle for it. Cannot be cleared. And now it will be. Connor takes it the other way. Played to the middle. Pavelski. Now to Carlson. John Carlson. Great scores! A one-timer down low. And it's Joe Pavelski who buries it. And it's 2-2 here in Game 2. In the final frame, it's Kyle Connor to Pavelski to John Carlson, and then he finds Pavelski. Absolutely no chance for Andrei Vasilevsky there. Carlson with a pinpoint pass right on the doorstep. All Pavelski has to do is get a stick on it, and it's going in. Can't blame Vasilevsky there, can't blame the defense. It was a perfect play by the Leafs. Center ice face-off won by the Leafs following their goal. Cutting in, Pavelski, drop past Fowler, cross now, shot, wide of the net, rebound, picked up by Kyle Connor behind the net, played it up now. Down low, pass is intercepted by elite two-way forward, Anthony Chiarelli. Andre Palat carries it in, stops, played to Shattenkirk, Shattenkirk to Cernak, Cernak shot, turned aside by Rask, and he'll freeze with 9:24 to go here in the third. I don't even know who's watching anymore. I don't know if Niels is in the chat or if it's Mork and four randos. Anyways, offensive zone face-off for the Lightning, one back by the Leafs. It's Fowler to Keith. Banked one ahead to Skinner. Passes intercepted by and held in by Chiarelli. Now Shattenkirk walks in. Shot saved by Rask. Rebound will be cleared. Settled down by Cernak at the red line. I don't know what. Oh, Niels is in. Okay.
I'm watching still.
Cernak around behind the net. Wraparound chance. Turned aside by Rask. And Fowler will play it through to Tomas. Tata! Into the corner. Russ now to Chiarelli. And it'll be offsides on the Leafs. And there's the chance from Cernak again as he comes around from behind the net. But Rask seals up the post and keeps it out with 6:42 left in the third. That fourth forward line of the Lightning have looked good to this point, but Barclay Goodrow loses the draw there in the neutral zone as Morgan Riley carries it in. Played across. Down
Thank
low,
you
Marner.
for destroying my earbuds.
Stopped by Vasilevsky. You're welcome, Mark. I had to do it to him. Offensive zone face-off for the Leafs in a 2-2 tie game with under 6 minutes to go. Tied up in one by the Lightning. Turnover. Barzal a chance. Sails it over the top of the net. Marner to Riley. Riley's backhand pass is broken up, and going the other way is Pat Maroon. Pat Maroon's had a really good game to this point as he'll dump it in deep. Erik Karlsson plays it through the middle to Varis. Now to Barzal. Matt Barzal cuts in. Pass is intercepted, and Sergachev has it, and he'll play it to the boards. Kucherov. Kucherov gains the offensive zone with Karlsson on him. Plays it to the middle. Barclay Goodrow fires one just wide, and Rask picks it up after it bounces off the backboards. And Morgan Riley will clear with McDavid on his back. Barzal to the middle, Marner, back to Barzal. Barzal across, intercepted by Sergachev. Great defensive play there, but he turns it over in front of Vasilevsky, and the Leafs take the lead with just under 3 minutes to go. Sergachev initially made a great play to stop the one-timer, but then immediately follows it up with a turnover. And again, you cannot blame Vasilevsky there. That's all Sergachev. Sergachev, you gotta be able to get that out of danger. And he
Why
doesn't.
are my defensemen retarded?
Center ice face-off following the Leafs goal. as they score 3 unanswered, I believe. Nylander, cross, intercepted by Lemieux. Now Kucherov, with under 2 minutes left. McDavid tried to dangle, but instead he was dropped. And now Matthews goes the other way to Nylander.
First
Curls
Cernak,
back
now Sergachev.
into the middle. Perron, what a save, Vasilevsky with the glove. With 1:03 left in regulation of Game 2. The Leafs looking to even the series at 1 game apiece as John Carlson levels McDavid. The hit was a bit high, if you ask me, but it is what it is, no call. Offensive zone face-off for the Leafs is won back by Matthews to Carlson, now to Muzzin. Muzzin to Nylander. The Lightning need to clear to get the extra attacker out there if they want a chance to win, with 52 seconds left. Big hit from Stamkos, but he decides not to pick up the puck because, you know, why would he? Muzzin's pass, intercepted by Braden Point, and now the Lightning will go the other way, and here comes Vasilevsky to the bench. Point. His pass is broken up, but settled down behind the net, and then he'll play it to the guy that just got knocked down. And Matthews finds John Carlson, and that should do it because, you know, that happened. Embarrassing. Center ice face-off won by the Leafs, and it's Morgan Riley who played through the middle to Connor, knocked out the puck. Sergachev, he'll play it to Blake Coleman. Of course, play the 4th line, or 3rd line. And the Lightning will take it the other way, and Vasilevsky will head to the bench one last time, and Palat dangles for no reason. Hedman fires a shot that was turned aside by Rask. Out front, Coleman a chance, turned aside. Palat backhands one blocked, and Morgan Riley will take it the other way, and that will do it for Game 2. The Leafs tied the series at 1 in Tampa, and boos ring down from the crowd as they should be, as that game should have never been won by the Leafs. Well, an embarrassing choke from the Lightning, which can only be pointed towards the defenseman. Embarrassing effort. Embarrassing finish. Everyone but Vasilevsky and Pat Maroon came to play tonight. That's the story of the game. Vasi and Maroon were the only 2 Lightning players who actually showed up. 3rd star of the game, undeserved. Alex Killorn. He had the opening goal of the game. 2nd star, Joe Pavelski. He had a goal. And the 1st star, John Carlson. He had a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. The undisputed 1st star of the game. Shots were 23-21 in favor of Tampa. But Toronto scores 4. Now you can say 4 goals and 21 shots is an embarrassment for Vasilevsky, but you watch the game over and you realize Vasilevsky wasn't in the wrong. Alright, well, it did end in regulation, so we get to see Carolina. Hopefully Dom's still in the chat. Dom, if you're in the chat, let me know. If not, then I'm just going to end it there, because I am angry. Hello, Dom.
I'll ping him on Twitter.
Alright. Yo, Mark, I have a question. If you're still in, which I'm pretty sure you are.
What it do, baby?
Imagine being, black.
I am here.
Ignore that last bit. Dom's in. So we'll get game 2. Pittsburgh, Carolina. Carolina leads 1-0 after dicking down the Penguins. 7-3.
Lol. Ayo.
Normal jersey.
The first thing I heard was imagine being black.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not racist.
Thanks, Dom. I hate whites. Sorry I muted the Twitter chat BCY, I'll make my phone buzz like crazy.
Matt Murray gave up all 7 goals in game 1. Yikes.
Pomst.
And meanwhile, Patrick Roy with 3 goals against.
Murray LOL.
Anyways, here we go. Picked it behind the net and played now to Gensel. Gensel gets around the lawn and cuts in. Slows down through the dot, across, and a great defensive play there. And now up ice it's Eichel to Ellis, now to Svechnikov. Svechnikov to Ellis in the middle, shot deflected wide. In the corner, Svechnikov tried to play it, it was intercepted, and Letang will play it to Gensel. Gensel finds Gustafsson, who tops it over to Crosby. Down low, to the corner, Gensel. Was pressured and
Go
lost it. Now
Canes go,
Eichel
go Canes go.
will go the other way. Play to the middle, Svechnikov. Shot, turned aside Murray. Rebound picked up by Svechnikov. Played around behind. Out front, shot, scores! What a pass out front. And Jack Eichel buries it post and in. His first of the postseason. Eichel just pops out, gets open, and unloads a bomb past Matt Murray.
Ike.
Can we get we
Eichel
like
woo.
Ike in the chat? Can we get we like Ike in the chat, please? With 16.5 to go in the first. The Canes open the scoring. Assisted by Jonathan Huberdeau, the assist king. Puck goes all the way
like
down.
Ike.
Wow, plays it to Ekblad.
We like Ike.
To Aho. And a massive hit. As Wheeler plays it down low. Raquel a chance, turned aside by Murray. And he'll freeze with 14:55 to go in the first. Malkin with a massive hit on Rickard Raquel, and then it shows up. Offensive zone face-off by the Canes as they lead 1-0. It'll be tied up in 1 by the Canes. Wheeler drives through, shot goes through the crease, but wide. Walking out front, Raquel a chance, turned aside Murray, back to the point, Ekblad to Wheeler, to Aho. Aho's rocked from behind, no call. He'll be taken the other way, stops across, chance, turned aside, and a big hit along the boards. Gustafsson looking up front, intercepted. Montour, McCann's shot goes through the crease but wide. Raquel cannot clear. Down low, can't get to where he wanted it to be, and now Aho will take it up ice for the Canes. What a dangle and a nice pass, but could not get the shot off. Battle for it behind the net, taken the other way by Jukestad. His pass off the mark, and Ekblad will dump it in deep, and we have a Penguin that's very slow to get up. As Jukestad cuts wide, stops, spins, flips it in deep, settled down out front. What a pass, what a save by Patrick Roy. Ekblad now to Couturier. Sean Couturier cuts all the way across, curls back, pass broken up, but finds Gustafsson off a Penguin in front, pops up in the air, and the Penguins bang pass up ice to Hornquist. Hornquist cuts back, finds a man in the middle, turns it over, and a big hit from Hornquist. And then Pesci will take it out, finds Kubalik, back to Pesci. The defenseman Pesci takes it through himself. Around behind Murray, looking out front, broken up. Kubalik gets it back and then turns it over again, and now it's Gensel. Gensel to the middle, Olofsson, a shot, gloved by Waugh, and he'll freeze with 7:32 to go in the first. The score remains 1-0, with Patrick Roy making a couple big saves for the Hurricanes. Like that one right there, dropping down and making a simple pad save and keeping the rebound out of danger. Faceoff tied up in one by the Penguins. Olofsson's shot didn't get completely through and easily held by Waugh, and he'll freeze again with 7:12 left. This seems to be the more physical game of the three that we've watched, as Crosby takes the offense's own faceoff. He'll win it back to Schultz, to Letang. Looking for Schultz, but it ends up finding Gensel. Olofsson, a one-time return to side. Rebound. Several opportunities. Was denied by Patrick Roy in tight, and that's against Sidney Crosby. Really good opportunities down low for him, but Waugh stands tall and keeps it out.
Can I get if penalties on?
Tied up. Olofsson, shot, turned aside by Waugh. Penalties are on mark. We've seen power plays, just not very many for whatever reason. And I swear I've looked at the sliders and it's not like it's bad. Like I tuned them all down, but not to the point where they wouldn't get called. I don't understand why there's no penalties. Letang to Schultz, gloved by Waugh, and he'll freeze with 5:48 to go. The Penguins starting to get some pressure on Patrick Roy, but Waugh yet to falter. They did put 3 past Waugh, but in a game that was basically meaningless, as they got stomped on anyways. As Waugh's team stomped on the Penguins, I should say. Oh, what a save by Patrick Roy. A strange bounce finds Olofsson, and Waugh tracks it down and gloves it.
Fairly certain sliders affect frequency of calls made.
True, but at the same time, I didn't tune them down. Like, I tuned elbowing down a lot because elbowing's a retarded call in this game. Charging, I think I turned down only a little bit. And I turned it back up before the playoffs started. As Huberto walks in, shot save, rebound. Picked up behind the net. Tripping, I think I turned down a lot because it gets called way too often. So that could be another reason, but we've seen tripping calls. I'm trying to think. I know fighting I turned down to 1 out of 2 instead of 2 out of 2. And also penalties, instead of 5 out of 6, I turned it to 4 out of 6. So maybe I should turn it back up to 5. I don't know. Niederreiter to the corner. Out front, pass is intercepted, and Connor Sherry will take it the other way with 1.5 to go in the first. Pass is intercepted now by Nikolai Ehlers. He had 5 points in the first game. Ehlers can't get through, goes the other way. Pesci settles it down. Last rush for the Canes in the first period. Pesci to the middle. Ehlers sails one wide. 5 seconds left. Niederreiter across, intercepted, and Marino will clear, and that should do it for the first. After 1 period of play, the Canes lead 1-0.
God period Stormy Bois.
End of period number 1, the Hurricanes lead 1-0. Shots are 9-5 in favor of the Penguins, however. Patrick Roy made some very big saves for Carolina in that first period. Faceoffs are even, as are hits, with Pittsburgh with a slight edge, with 6 hits to Carolina's 5.
Kyle slurping some dumb bitch juice.
I'm actually drinking coffee at this hour, dumbass. Center is faceoff, tied up in 1 by Crosby, played across now to Schultz. Schultz Cuts back, finds Crosby, gloved by Waugh, and freeze with 19, just 35 seconds into the game. Went into the period. Offensive zone face-off for the Penguins. Won back by the Canes, but Gensel gets to the puck first, and now Olofsson races to the corner to pick up the loose puck. Battle for it, taken out by the Canes, and now Jonathan Huberdeau, the assist king, takes it the other way. Stops, dropped, and now it's a 2-on-0 for the Penguins the other way. Olofsson, and he's a puck hog and a half, and Waugh makes an easy save. That's the most EA 2-on-0 rush I have ever seen. That's how shit this game is. All NHL players should do a hell of a lot better on a 2-1-0 than that. That's embarrassing. That's really bad. Anyways, Huberdeau cuts into the offensive zone, finds Svechnikov to Eichel, and a save by Murray, and he'll freeze with 16:55 to go.
That was a BS play. Laughing. The 2-on-0 shouldn't have happened.
It was. Everything about that was so EA, and that's how you know it's bad. And now Malkin, with a lot of space in front of him, forced to curl back, finds the middle, Letang, and it was blocked, and now Svechnikov will take it the other way. Cuts wide, around the boards, taken away, and it'll go the other way now. And it's Zucker. Zucker knocked off the puck, now it's Huberdeau to Aho. Aho knocked off the puck, gets it back, plays it to Wheeler, back to Aho. Shit. And now it's Jason Zucker up ice. Zucker, shot, gloved by Waugh, and he'll freeze with 13:49 left in the second. Here's the hit by Wheeler on Chris Letang in the corner. No call made. Offensive zone faceoff for the Penguins is tied up and won by the Hurricanes, and they'll take it the other way. 13.5 remaining in the second. Gets in along the boards, plays it back to Gustafsson, across, intercepted by Jukestad, and he'll take it up ice now for the Penguins. Puck played across, intercepted by Rickard Rakell. His pass is intercepted by Hornquist, and now it's taken back by the Penguins. Drop pass.
Roy's glove has been excellent
Montour,
so far.
down low. Hornquist. Jukestad, down low. Puck is loose along the side of the net. No one can seem to get a stick on it. Thank you, EA. Finally, Waugh freezes with 10:46 to go. Classic EA move. Puck along the net glitch. Offensive zone face up for the Penguins is one back to Dumoulin. Dumoulin to Montour, back to Dumoulin. Intercepted by Slavin. Slavin plays it through to Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers will cut up ice for the Hurricanes. Ehlers to the middle. Couturier, shot turned aside by Murray, and he'll freeze with 9:49 to go here in the second. Offensive zone face-off for the Hurricanes. Over halfway through the second, they lead 1-0 in the series. If you're just tuning in now, they won Game 1 7-3, and they lead Game 2 1-0 in Carolina. Gensel. Down low. Stopped by Waugh, and he'll freeze with 8:58 to go. I love how he still has his Montreal Canadiens helmet. I should have fixed it, but whatever. I don't feel like it. I'm too lazy. Offensive zone face-off for the Penguins. It's one back by Crosby to Pettersson. To Marino. Back to Pettersson. And back across to Marino. Down low to Pettersson. Pettersson. Knocked off the puck. Crosby. And intercepted by Niederreiter. Niederreiter. Across. Stopped by Pettersson. And Emil Pettersson will play to Olofsson. Victor Olofsson. To the corner. Rocked by Slavin. And the Hurricanes will take it up ice, and it's Williams. Under 7 minutes to go here in the second. Williams to the corner. Pass broken up, and Marino will take it. Plays it all the way back, knocked off the puck, cannot clear, and Murray is forced to freeze as the puck trickles towards him. Under 6 minutes left in the second period, the Hurricanes remain up 1-0. There's the hit again by Slavin along the boards in the defensive zone. That hit was made on Olofsson. Offensive zone faceoff for the Hurricanes is tied up and won by the Penguins, and it'll go the other way. cutting wide. Puck played to the point, intercepted by Williams, and he'll take it the other way. Backhand dumps it in. Under 5 minutes left here in the second. Pressured, but gets it to Schultz. Schultz plays it up ice, and it'll be taken in by Brendan Tanev. Up ice stretch pass is intercepted, and the Penguins will get it right back in the neutral zone. Play through the middle to Brendan Tanev. Tanev cuts wide to the hash marks. Play to the middle, Schultz, and a big save by Waugh. Along the boards, it's Letang. Burns takes it away, finds Eichel. Eichel, who has the only goal in this game, cuts up ice. Jack Eichel. Holden waits to the corner. Out front, what a pass save. Rebound, can't get it through, and McCann got the block. Here's Malkin to Tanev. Brendan Tanev cuts inside outside, fires one wide. Puck played across to Ekblad. Now it's Eichel. Up to Svechnikov. Svechnikov cuts in. Played. Shot. Blocked. Svechnikov cutting through. Can't get it. And now Dumoulin will take it the other way. Dumoulin to Tanev. To Malkin. To Montour. Back to Dumoulin. To McCann at the point. Down low Tanev. Brandon Tanev to Montour. Back to Tanev. Back to Montour. Looking back for Tanev. It's knocked out the puck. Aho, one last chance. Dangles. And that will do it for the second. Carolina remains up 1-0. A good defensive and goaltending battle between Murray and Patrick Roy earlier today. The Lightning took on the Leafs, and in Game 1, both Tuukka Rask of the Leafs and Andrei Vasilevsky of the Lightning struggled in Game 1. In Game 2, both Vasilevsky and Tuukka Rask played far better. In this one, it seems to be the same story. Both goaltenders bouncing back after what you can consider an atrocious Game 1 performance for both guys. Waugh stopped 15 out of the 15 shots he faced through the first two periods. Meanwhile, Murray has stopped 8 of the 9 shots he's faced to this point. Physically, the Penguins have a slight edge with 12 hits to the Hurricanes' 11. In the face-off dots, it's been fairly even, with Carolina winning 10 to Pittsburgh's 9. Opening draw to start the third between the Hurricanes and the Penguins in Game 2 of the very first round is won by the Penguins. And it's Schultz along the boards now to Gensel. Gensel towards the corner. Tried to play it back. It was broken up, and now Svechnikov will play it back to Burns. Burns knocked out the puck, and Waugh finds the loose puck and freezes with his glove with 19:03 left in the third. Pittsburgh has been putting the pressure on, but just can't seem to solve Patrick Roy at this time. And the Hurricanes are going to look to try to generate more offense. As they win that face-off, and Svechnikov slips it through to Jonathan Huberdeau. Huberdeau, what a move. Dangles again, fires one, and a glove by Murray. With 18:19 left in the third. Offensive zone face-off for the Hurricanes. Following that opportunity, and stop by Murray. Is tied up and won by the Penguins, and it's Olofsson who plays it through to Gensel. Gensel across now to Crosby. Crosby, who's had a couple good opportunities in this game so far, tries to slip it through, and it's broken up, and now Svechnikov will take it the other way. We have a 2-on-2. Svechnikov, inside, outside, back inside, fires one, couldn't get all of it as he pushed it wide. Crosby slips it through to Gensel. Gensel fires, and a good save by Waugh. Can't believe they gave Gensel that much room to work with as they continue to back up and back up and back up. But Waugh makes the glove save regardless to keep his team in the lead. Offensive zone face-off for the Penguins. It'll be tied up and won by the Hurricanes. Tapped across to Burns. Burns takes it wide, looks to the middle. It was intercepted, but Raquel gets the puck and he'll dump it in deep. Battle for it, won by Wheeler. Played to the point Ellis. Ellis around behind the net. Out front, Murray. Loose. One-timer blocked by Schultz, and now Zucker will take it the other way. It's a 3-on-2 development. Zucker fires. Stopped by Waugh. Rebound loose, and he'll find it and freeze before Malcolm can get a shot at it. And with 14:08, the Hurricanes remain up by 1. Carolina leads 1-0 in the series after beating Pittsburgh 7-3 in Game 1. In Game 2, it has been nothing like the first game, as it's just 1-0 with just about 14 minutes left in the third. Zucker walks through, save by Waugh, and Gustafsson will play it through to Aho, who will clear. Now it's Raquel along the boards. Raquel cuts towards the middle, stops, cuts back outside, fires one, and a save by Murray with the glove with 13:11 left here in the third. Offensive zone faceoff for the Hurricanes. It'll be one back and intercepted by Hornquist before it can get to the point area. He'll thread the needle to Jukestad, who will just tap it right back to Hornquist. Jukestad takes it wide, plays it back. Dumoulin walks in, shot, stopped by Waugh, and he'll freeze with 12:09 to go in the third, as it remains 1-0 Carolina. Patrick Waugh playing exceptionally well here, but can he keep it up with plenty of time left in the third, with his team only up by 1? Face off one back by the Hurricanes in their own defensive zone. Played around behind the net, it's intercepted by Sheary, and now Gustafsson has it, bad pass, has to be reclaimed by Ekblad, and now it's Ehlers. Ehlers through the neutral zone, gains the offensive zone, cuts to the circle, plays it back to Ekblad, Ekblad walking in, sends it back to Gustafsson, his pass is intercepted by Hornquist, and Hornquist, does he have the edge? He does not, and Gustafsson pickpockets him. Takes it to the corner, then curls up ice. Stretch pass to Ehlers. Ehlers, who again had 5 points in game 1, finds a man, shot, gloved by Murray, and he'll freeze with 9.5 to go here in the third. Erik Gustafsson was a mid-season trade deadline acquisition by the Hurricanes. His point production has been really, really good, and his defensive zone game has improved steadily throughout the season. And we saw it there on what could have been a breakaway for Hornquist as he comes from behind, stick lift, takeaway, and breakout pass. Easy money for Erik Gustafsson. Huberdeau plays it back to Slavin. Jacob Slavin cuts into the offensive zone, stops, waits for help, spins, somehow puts it in a spot for Eichel, who fires one on net, and a stop by Murray. If you're just tuning in now, Jack Eichel, the one who shot the puck towards Murray there, has the only goal in this game for Carolina. With under 8 minutes to go, they're going to hope that's all they need, but they'll continue to put the pressure on Murray, or at least they'll hope to put pressure on Murray down the stretch here. They win the offensive zone faceoff, play through to Svechnikov. Svechnikov stops, fights off a Penguin attacker, finds a man in front, and a save by the glove of Murray. Just about 7 minutes left in the third. We'll have another offensive zone faceoff for the Hurricanes, as we see this hit on Pesce again by Jake Gensel. Jake Gensel has had a bit of a physical edge to him this season. We saw the game against the Lightning, where he had a couple high hits on a few Lightning players. One was called for charging, the other one wasn't called at all. And Gensel's gotten away with a couple cheap shots here and there, so it'll be something to watch as this series unfolds. Up ice pass, here's Svechnikov, played through to Huberdeau, lost it, and Emil Pettersson will take it the other way. He finds Malkin. Malkin to the middle, wide open Jason Zucker, shot, scores off the rebound. A weak shot on net. Patrick Roy stopped it, but cutting in fast was Jared McCann, and he's able to push it through. Patrick Roy really shouldn't have allowed that rebound. He should have been able to settle it and freeze it right then and there and not allow a rebound opportunity.
Damn, gotta play some defense.
It didn't help the defensemen were late getting back to help out, but
Can't
at the same
he
time,
just rely on Patrick?
At the same time, Roy shouldn't have given up that soft rebound. It is what it is. This is the game of hockey. Anything can happen. With under 5 minutes to go, the game is now tied. Zucker takes it to the corner, out front McCann. Down low Malkin, shot goes wide. McCann picks up the rebound somehow, but Aho finds Ellis. Now Wheeler, all the way across to Raquel, back to Aho. Aho finds Ellis. They look to take the lead back. His shot sails wide. Picked up now along the boards by Burns. Raquel with a man on his back. Turns and fires one as Burns, and McCann almost puts it in his own net as he plays it to the corner, not a danger. Malkin around Raquel, finds Schultz in the middle. Shot goes wide. Rebound picked up by Wheeler. Wheeler slips one ahead to Aho. Aho is decked by Chris Letang, who finds Gensel, and now it's Crosby. Crosby stops at the hash marks, cuts back, finds Allison walking in, shot save, rebound Gensel. Couldn't get the shot off, and Waugh will freeze the loose puck with exactly 1 minute left here in the final frame of Game 2. Victor Allison with a good opportunity there in the slot. Waugh makes the save, and Gensel on the rebound could not get the shot off. Good defense there from Carolina. Offensive zone face-off for the Penguins as they look to take the lead. Dumoulin spins off. Looks for space, but can't find any. Battle for it. Huberdeau comes out with it, plays it across. Here's Ekblad. Aaron Ekblad cuts wide. Slows down, waits, finds Svechnikov. Svechnikov across to Gustafsson. Down low Eichel. Eichel banks from behind the net. Now it's to the point Ekblad. To Gustafsson. Back to Ekblad. To Eichel. Out front Huberdeau. Plays it back. Shot. Wide of the net. Rebound picked up by Svechnikov off the end boards. Svechnikov out front. Backhands one and a save by Murray. with 27.4 seconds left as it remains tied. Offensive zone face-off for the Hurricanes. And it's Hornquist cutting up ice now for the Penguins. Played through the middle, Jukestad, shot blocked aside towards the corner by Waugh, Sheary. Now it's Letang back and forth. Down low, Hornquist. Still has the puck, finally knocked off by Huberdeau, who banks one ahead, but off the mark. Letang has it in the middle, finds Jukestad up ice, taken away by Sean Couturier. Couturier plays to Niederreiter, who gets decked as he tries to play it across, and that will do it for regulation. 1-1 tie game, we have another overtime period to watch. This time it's between Carolina and Pittsburgh. Carolina currently holds the lead in the series, but that could change tonight in a split second. If Pittsburgh strikes first, series is tied. If not, Carolina heads to Pittsburgh for the next two games with a 2-0 series lead. Shots after 3 periods of play, 24 for Pittsburgh, 16 for Carolina. The hits remain fairly even, with Pittsburgh leading 16-15 in that department. As for the faceoff dot, Pittsburgh and Carolina fairly even again, with 17 faceoff wins for the Penguins and 15 for the Hurricanes. Jack Eichel with a goal for Carolina, Jared McCann with a goal for Pittsburgh. Both goaltenders playing really well to this point, but all it takes is one goal here in overtime. And both goalies have given up one to this point. Let's see how this unfolds. Crosby cuts in, plays back to Letang. Now it's Schultz. To Letang, back to Schultz. Give and go, back and forth from the point. Schultz, a shot, turned aside by Waugh. And now Burns takes it up ice. Burns, cutting through, gets the wards, stops, out front, broken up, and Schultz will take it the other way. Schultz, well, the best chance early on in overtime, as Gensel cuts towards the net, but knocked off by Forcheck's out front, off the post. Rebound, Gensel is saved by Waugh, with 17-13 remaining in overtime. Great opportunity, rings off the post. There's the chance for Schultz, and getting a skate on it.
Damn.
Was Patrick Roy. Offensive zone face off for the Penguins. One back to Schultz, down low McCann, plays it around behind to Malkin. Malkin spins off, fires, and a save by Waugh. Svechnikov plays it across to Huberdeau. The Penguins have been outplaying the Hurricanes, just about all game. Eichel to Huberdeau and a save by Mark. And he'll freeze with exactly 16 minutes to go. Again, to this point, Pittsburgh's been able to sustain offensive zone opportunities, get shots on net, and they've been testing Waugh pretty much all night. Waugh stood tall and been able to hold off the Penguins' efforts up until late in the third when the Penguins tied it, thanks to a Jared McCann finish off a rebound. However, the Hurricanes have been a bit inconsistent with their offensive opportunities, and they haven't put enough shots on net to really test Murray, who struggled in Game 1, as we have a 2-on-1 developing. Malkin fires and a save by Waugh. Can't settle the rebound down until he does, and 15:04 to go, we get a whistle in an offensive zone face-off for the Penguins. McCann to take the draw. Malkin to his right, Zucker to his left, Malkin on the shooting side. They're going to look for a quick win and pass to Malkin, but they don't get it. Malkin intercepts the pass anyways, still loose, and Aho will get there before Malkin and the Chicago kill. Toe drag, cuts in to the corner, plays it back to Gustafsson, down low to Raquel. Cross point to Ekblad, to Wheeler, who turns it over, and Dumoulin will take it the other way, Wheeler right on his back. Dumoulin cuts wide, stops, cuts back, into the middle, Hornquist a chance, turned aside, rebound turned aside by Waugh. Zucker, intercepted by Aho. Aho looked to play it across, it's intercepted by Jared McCann, who has the goal for Pittsburgh. McCann cuts into the corner out front, dangerous, Gustafsson breaks it up, and now Wheeler will clear. Blake Wheeler gains the offensive zone, pressured, knocked off the puck. Gustafsson will reset for the Carolina Hurricanes, and now he'll cut in. Gustafsson's been the best player on the Hurricanes, in my opinion. Couturier, chance, gloved by Murray. And now it's Hornquist the other way. Hornquist stops, looks for an option. He decides to dump it in. Jukestad banks one to the point. Marino down low, out front. Cherry can't find a man. Gustafsson cannot clear. Waugh makes the save after a bad turnover in front, and he'll freeze with 9:47 to go. Malkin with a chance, and Waugh really wasn't ready for that one. A teammate fell into him, and he started falling forward, but he still got a piece of it, and that's all that matters. Offensive zone face-off the Penguins, one back by Crosby to Pettersson, down low to Gensel, knocked off the puck immediately by Sean Couturier, and he'll send it up ice.
In my opinion,
Nino,
Speck has been the best player this game, not counting Roy.
Slavin. And now it's Gensel. Gensel stops, played back to Pettersson, intercepted by Pesci. Broken up, and now Crosby walks in, a shot turned aside by Waugh, rebound cleared, and now Huberdeau plays it to Slavin. Slavin across, here's Ehlers. Ehlers, who had a big game 1, looks to continue that with a heroic game 2. Ehlers finds Huberdeau to Burns, down low. What a chance and what a save by Murray with under 7 minutes to go in the first overtime period of play. Sidney Crosby with a great opportunity, but again, Patrick Roy stands tall to the task with a simple pad save. Looks very calm in net and hasn't been phased yet here tonight. Offensive zone faceoff tied up and won by the Canes. Intercepted by Gensel, who'll play it to Olofsson, whose pass winds up on Eichel's stick. Now Svechnikov has it, can't get the shot off as he's knocked down to the ice. Going the other way now, it's Gensel. Gensel to the middle, Crosby to Olofsson, blocked aside by Waugh. Rebound along the boards, picked up by Gensel. Gensel knocked to the puck by Burns. It's Eichel back to Huberdeau, all the way across to Svechnikov. Svechnikov to Eichel to Huberdeau, back to Burns. Burns walks in, save by Murray. Rebound can't be cleared. Eichel settles it down, plays it across. It's intercepted by Olofsson. Knocked back and taken back by Eichel. Eichel shot, gloved by Murray, and he'll freeze with 3:51 to go in overtime. Carolina starting to put the pressure on late here in the overtime frame. Let's see if it'll be enough before this period ends. Or can the Pittsburgh Penguins win the faceoff, clear it, and get an opportunity the other way to test the red-hot Patrick Roy. This faceoff will be crucial, and it's won back by the Canes. Ellis tried to slip it through. It's intercepted by Schultz, and Aston Reese will take it the other way for the Penguins. Played across now. It's Brendan Tanev. Tanev, who's looked good tonight, plays it to the middle. Bluger, shot, up high, saved by Waugh. And with under 3 minutes to go, we'll get a whistle as he freezes. Offensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Penguins. They'll keep Teddy Bluger out there to take it against Ryan Dzingel. And it'll be tied up and won by Dzingel. Williams, now to Kubalik. Kubalik cuts wide and he'll dump it in deep with 2.5 to go in the first overtime frame. Played through to Bluger. Teddy Bluger knocked out the puck down low. Williams shot, scores! Justin Williams, and the Hurricanes take it late in overtime. A bad turnover by Aston Reese, and Justin Williams rips it home past Murray, and the Canes take a 2-game lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins with this overtime victory. Patrick Roy standing on his head for the Hurricanes, making save
Justin
after
Williams
save
is the
after
clutchest
save.
player ever.
And Justin Williams off a favorable takeaway at the point, and we have a storm surge here. Of course, they decided to keep it going in the playoffs. They ride their sticks down the ice. Very cool. The pass out front to Eichel started things, and it gave the Hurricanes the first goal of the game. Following that up, the Penguins tied it with a great opportunity there. McCann buries it on the rebound, the only goal that beat Waugh. But the game went to overtime, and the Hurricanes took advantage. A bad turnover by Aston Reese winds up on the stick of one of the clutchest players in NHL history, in Justin Williams, and he turns and fires it past Matt Murray for the win. Shots were 35-22 in favor of Pittsburgh, but the score went 2-1 to Carolina. Third star of the game, Jack Eichel. He had the opening goal for the Hurricanes. Second star, Justin Williams. He had the game-winning goal, and the first star, undisputed first star, surely, went to Patrick Roy, who had 34 saves on 35 Penguin shots. He was phenomenal in this one. Carolina takes a 2-0 series lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins as they head to Pittsburgh for games 3 and 4. Alright, so tomorrow the plan is we're going to sim a couple games and play elimination games for the most part, for manual teams, of course. We'll take a quick brief through what we've already gone through. So the Canucks lead 2-0 over Dallas. San Jose 1-0 over Edmonton. Nashville and St. Louis tied at 1. And Colorado leads 1-0 over Minnesota. In the East, Boston, Washington even at 1. Tampa, Toronto even at 1. Rangers, Panthers even at 1. And the Hurricanes up 2-0, as we just saw. So again, tomorrow we might watch if Noah decides to actually, be active, we'll watch Boston, Washington. We'll also get Rangers, Panthers, and we'll try to get Nashville, St. Louis since we watched Carolina, Vancouver, Toronto, Tampa today. So we'll look to get some of the other teams in there and involved. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get into round two, and maybe I'll do another late night stream. Depends on how I'm feeling, how much schoolwork I get done. But that's what you should expect for tomorrow. I'll be starting at around 12 to 1 again in the afternoon. That's the plan. I could start later, but again, if you're not the GM of the Bruins or the Rangers or the Predators, then you don't really have to worry about getting up early, I suppose. But that's the focus for tomorrow. Again, round two might be later on in the night if we're able to get round one done in the afternoon time. And if we do start round two late again tomorrow night, we'll go back to Tampa, Vancouver, Carolina, since those are the GMs that seem to be up later. So yeah, again, that's the plan. Hopefully we can. Again, I'll update you guys in the group chat whether you watch the stream or not. We'll see. But again, that's the plan. Hopefully you guys can tune in for tomorrow. And yeah, exciting 3 games. And hopefully we'll get some more of that tomorrow. Have a good night.